Right, let's move on to those trending topics.
Hey, Jamie
First
Foxx.
up, hashtag Jamie Foxx. So
Yeah.
we spoke about this last week when he was hospitalized and he was trending, Jamie Foxx. And at the time we said, we don't quite know, what actually happened. And that still remains the case.
Indeed.
Because there's still no clarity as to what actually happened. It is now said that he suffered a medical emergency, but the family, nobody is talking in terms of what actually is wrong with Jamie Foxx.
It's so sad, it really is. And basically, the headline that's doing the rounds that people are really sort of running with. And again, they keep saying there's no official source or somebody close to Jamie that has given information about his current health, as you mentioned. But they say that Jamie Foxx's family and loved ones are reportedly preparing for the worst. It's just such a sad story, and the worst is that nobody knows what's going on. But apparently, even up, there's just people are just praying and really hoping for the best. So I'm not sure what's going on, but it's a big trending topic, and you'll see that that's what a lot of people are talking to this morning. Right, next trending topic is Bryanston.
Sure.
Well, Bryanston in and amongst a thousand other areas that we can mention here. And in fact, even before we looked at trending topics, there was the talk of these consistent blackouts that have been in areas, and I think Bryanston is one of them that has not had electricity since at least Monday. I know that in the area that I live in, and I live in the Northcliffe area, same. There are certain
as well.
Blackheath, Fairlands, all of those areas. That's around where I am, and there have been people that have not, since the early hours of Monday morning, have not had one bit of electricity. The whole week that the substations are tripping, and then it's load shedding, and then they try and fix, and then it breaks down again. They may come on for 2 minutes, and then boom, break down again. And this is the same situation in Bryanston and many, many other areas. I can imagine.
Speaking of, there is a developing story at the moment about a substation that has blown up in Guatemala on the Far East Rand in Springs. So we are trying to get hold of the officials there just to give us an update on what is actually happening. But of course, if you are from Springs, the Guatemala area, or whichever affected areas, please just let us know. You can write to us as well at Morning Live SABC, and we'll follow up. We are following up on that story.
Yeah, indeed, getting some official confirmation. And one thing we have noticed is that people, they perhaps have their devices with them, but they can't watch TV. This is just what's happening at the moment, and you'll see there's a delayed reaction to everything. Perhaps maybe, somebody hearing that does have electricity and then speaks to somebody, and then they get hold. It's just, like we said at the beginning of the program, everything feels like a mess right now. Anyway, BRICS, that's another trending topic. And BRICS, one of the reasons why is this, they're saying that there's going to be a meeting, and it is going to be happening to discuss particularly the feasibility of introducing that common currency. It's not the first time we're hearing about this, but this is now apparently a meeting that is going to be taking place here in South Africa, the common currency, and this is one of the things that they will be looking at when they do come together. So there's a lot of talk about, that common currency and also other issues, and this is in Port Alfred. And apparently they're going to be, Port Alfred, you talk about exemption. So Port Alfred are going to be exempted from load shedding while they host that BRICS workshop where they're going to be talking about the currency. So this is happening in Port Alfred. So if you live in Port Alfred, lucky you. You're not going to have load shedding.
And that's another discussion that's been going on about perhaps the manipulation of the grid, for example. Right, moving straight along. And the final one is NASPASS. Now, this all started from a tweet by @Kanya Msika, who said, in South Africa, you have a beneficiary of NASPASS saying these hideous things. You see no reason, because you do not know the mandate of the South African government. It is not to provide you with Instagram lifestyle as a young person, but to ensure you that you have quality education. And this was in response to Melanin Maps, who said there's no reason, no valid excuse why anyone would defend or continue voting for the ANC, especially as a young person. And that started the whole discussion around NASPASS and people debating about whether NASPASS is provided by the ANC, and some saying no, it's provided by taxpayers' money. And it's a whole debate on NASPASS and its provision.
Okay, all right.
And people also talking about, the fact that it's not as effective as perhaps it could have been in terms of the rollout of it. But yeah, those are some of the trending topics.
All right, let's leave it there for now.